Oh, the Golden Reach? A primitive region, that's for sure. It is fast evolving, however. People there are sometimes intelligent, or as intelligent as their world allows, anyways. There isn't that much knowledge to be spread around. Which, if you ask me, is a good thing. A place like that, well, has a lot of history to be written. Still, you want to know about its history? No? Well, let me take you through it. The Golden Reach, from my understanding, is a collection of islands in near proximity to one another in the center of some large ocean. Tales of the place were sprung multiple times by drunken sailors in taverns. They claim that it's a land untouched by greed. Not yet, anyways. They call it the Golden Reach because it's much further in the ocean than anything you've heard of. It's a surprise there are even people there. But what about the golden in the name, you ask? Well, rumor has it the region has a lot of gold buried, untouched. That's how they founded their great trading post, Port Gridia. Or, to give it its full official title, of course, the Ports of Gridia Island. Port Gridia is by far the oldest nation, so to speak, in the region. It spans around 50 years of age and is full of citizens and people. A mixture of races, although predominantly human, Port Gridia serves as a cultural hub. Full of about 3,000 citizens, the place itself is comprised of 3 cities, northern, central, and southern. While the wilderness of the island itself is largely unexplored, as those who are brave enough to brave them either weren't born yet, or died doing so. Still, there are some parts in there of that place that were explored, such as their great gold mine. That's where all their wealth came from, after all. They used a great deal of that wealth to trade with Langdale. What is Langdale, you might ask? Well, it's an entire nation spanning around 20 years of age, located on a different island far west of Port Gridia. They are far more primitive in nature, given that they are mostly a bunch of farmers and gatherers. They survive on their own creations most of the time, often trading with the forbidden forest north of them. They give them farmed and crafted goods in return for goods of the forest, be that wood, animals, rare seeds, etc. The Langdalians don't have much to fear, really, as they're on great terms with the Gardenians, who protect them when need be. The Gardenians, followers of Harlan Gurdon the Grand Zealot, reside far south of Langdale, a 5-day trip on a horse if you wanted to get there from the villages. They're a largely militaristic group formed a little less than 10 years ago, accepting into their fold anyone who would renounce their old beliefs to follow the goddess Ismar with them. Who's Ismar, you might ask? She is the goddess of courage, thunder, and conquest, of course. To them, Gurdon is her prophet, and their primal leader. Their little empire to be has a unique history. They were formed after their original tribe triumphed in a war that lasted for a very long period of time between them and a tribe of savage mages. These mages used the primal forces of nature and bend them as well as they could. That was a war for survival, and once the Gardenians won, they named their last surviving officer and commander, Harlan Gurdon, of course, their leader, and in turn, he named the entire nation after himself. We talked about the West a great deal, but what of the East? Well, the East is majorly unexplored. The information I'm giving you is handed to me by sailors and merchants of Port Gridia, so naturally it isn't complete. The East has 2 islands that they have perceived, or maybe more. To the southeast, there's the desert. They didn't name the place as it doesn't really hold them much interest. Instead, they just left it to be. The desert is home to some nomadic tribes, but nothing else, by Gardenian account. North of that is the Badlands. Yes, that is the name that they chose for the place, as it seems to be cursed with a strange view of smoke surrounding the area for any distant observers. Those who were brave enough to try and explore it either never returned or returned maddened at his saying. No one knows exactly what lies beyond the horizon in that direction, which, if you ask me, makes the place worth exploring if you're brave or insane enough. But, yeah, summed up, that is the Golden Reach. Not much else I can tell you about that place, as I said. It is very, very primitive in nature. They haven't really been founded for too long for me to give you any stretches of information, but that's about what I could tell you. Some rumors exist that the place used to be inhabited by giants a very long time ago. Some others claim that it used to be inhabited by even Empyreans, which are myths in themselves. You know, essentially they are angel titans, or I don't know what the saying goes regarding what they actually are. At the end of the day, there's only one thing that is certain about the Golden Reach. There is a lot and a lot of adventure to be had for anyone who's brave enough to try. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Golden Reach. This is going to be a campaign that I've been working on for quite a while. I've been planning to just, run this normally, but we have decided to stream this as a group. So, welcome to the Golden Reach. Hope you enjoy yourselves. We have a collection of artists and musicians to thank, so to speak. For the character arts that you're going to see soon, some of them were drawn by the party themselves. Esmeray was drawn by Cini, the player of Esmeray. Hakeem, Sinata, and Zoria were drawn by Chiara, who is the player of Zoria. Josena was drawn by Tora Inc. And Xavier and my own icon were drawn by Vatline. Their socials are going to be found in the description of the stream if you want to look at that. And for the music that accompanies the stream itself, it comes from various different sources, but namely, we have the Fiechter Brothers, Makai Symphony, and Alexander Nakarda for the music. Their links are also going to be found in the descriptions. There is also the Vault of Ambiance, which I use for a single soundtrack. However, that one doesn't come up as often. Now, everyone could introduce themselves. Let's go down the list. First off, I'm going to start with me. Hi, my name is Yusuf, the DM, Wally, if you please. And yeah, I'm here. Sure. But yeah, that's basically the group. Wait, yeah, I can see the problem with the layout now.
For those of you wondering, it is a little things got jumbled up. We will be working on it next time. For next time,
Ayo, what got jumbled up?
the order,
The layout.
the layout.
It looks. Oh, oh. Okay.
Anyways, let's just go down the list from the character names. Just people introduce themselves. Let's start with Esmeray. Esmeray, who are you? Not the character. Introduce yourself as a person. Just, you know.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Cini, and well, I'm 20 years old. Um, I like playing D&D, as you might see, and yeah, I guess. Oh, and I'm a student. Yeah, pretty much that.
All right. Well, that is Cini. Down the list we go. There is Hakeem.
Yeah, most of the people know me by the name of Choco. Today I'll be playing Hakeem, a level 1 wizard, and I study mathematics, and I'm 21 years old as well. Okay. Is it better? People in the chat or people that are not in the chat?
Please say that you're quiet, Choco.
Yeah,
Who else?
I've upped it. Is it
Who
better?
else would post 10 hours of absolute silence?
Let's not talk about that.
No, you're still very quiet.
Okay. Well, then I'll just go like this. Is this better?
They say it's there.
It's better? Perfect. Thank you, chat and non-chat.
All right. Next up,
I'll
Sinatra.
take the name of non-chat.
I am Julia. I am excited and nervous to be here. It's not streamed before like this. And that's all I should be saying. Personal details and all. But aside from that, I'm just a nobody.
All right. Fair enough.
You're a
Afterwards.
nobody. Julia,
Cini,
you're
Cini, not
everything.
now. Not now.
Oh.
Chill out.
No, that will be me.
Xavier.
Love you, Julia.
My
Yeah.
guy.
My name is Yusuf. I'm from Egypt.
No, your name is Walid.
My name is Walid. Oh, sure. Name change. I'm from Egypt, and I'm a student as well. I'm a med student. Yeah, we're playing D&D. Let's go.
Okay. Josino.
I would be Dan, and I will be playing Yosana. I'm a student as well. I'm 22 years old.
Crazy.
All right. Lastly, we have Zoria.
Yes, my name's Chiara. I'll be playing Zoria. And I'm 19 and I just finished school. I'm not quite studying yet. So, yeah.
Well, now that we have established the party TM, I would like to get it on with the campaign. For the players, this is not something that the audience will be familiar with. I finished off with each one of them being located in a different location, close to proximity in one another. Give me a moment as I need to cue the music. If the bot starts messing up, I'm going to murder it. I'm just saying.
That is what
I mean,
bots
that's-
tend to do for us.
It's probably a good thing to say. This is the first stream, so if you guys would be patient with us, that would be very cool. None of
Yeah.
us have a lot of streaming experience, and we're still trying to figure everything out. And with bots like Groovy getting disabled now, it's kind of hard for online D&D parties to find bots for music.
Yeah.
A
We're
moment of
cute
silence
ass
for Groovy.
newbies, y'all.
A moment of silence for Groovy.
Yes.
Moment of silence for Groovy, yeah. Also, I am
chat,
on
please.
I'm on the technical side of things, so any suggestions, just put them in the chat or tweet them at me under the same name.
I guess I just had to jinx it and mention that the bot is gonna mess up, didn't I?
Maybe it's still playing your 10 hours of total silence.
It's not. I cleared it. Swear to God. Oh,
How about you give someone else your permission for music and just he tries it? Or she.
I mean, literally anyone could just go ahead and play. I just don't have the bot channel.
Oh,
Wait,
it's
is that-
working.
Oh.
It lives.
There we go. There we go.
Yay.
We're Frankensteining at people.
So each one of you ended last session, or the opening session, so to speak,
Logs.
for in a different location, a complete different location from one another. So, as you people have found yourselves towards the spots out in the western fields of Gridia Island, each one of you had a specific reason to be there or another. However, your trip was interrupted by an attack of the wilderness, so to speak. None of you have really been used to going out here so often. That's not something you have seen. But as you guys have come to your senses from the attack, you noticed that across from you, there are 6 bandits readying themselves to attack a caravan. Behind 2 large boulders of giant stone, a caravan appears to be coming down the way, a very long distance away, guarded by 2 guards and ridden by a caravan master on top of one of the horses. Behind these rocks, only you can see, the caravan leaders cannot. There are 6 bandits hoisted, ready with their swords drawn, prepared to strike. Let's go down the list. What will you do? Let's start with Esmeray and Sinata. Esmeray, what do you want to do?
Well, I see the car and wait, what did I saw? Only the car.
You saw the caravan and you
bolting?
saw 3 people like preparing themselves in a position to attack it.
I guess I'll do nothing. I'll just wait for a moment to see what's gonna happen exactly.
Okay, you observe. Sinata?
I think Sonata will do an insane option and walk a little closer to the inciting incident.
Alright.
This is a suspicious
Uh,
event. 5, 10, 15. Do I have permission to move?
yeah.
5, 10,
Of course.
15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm moving up there.
Alright, fair enough. You get a little closer and you can see that these people are quite well armed. Each one of them seems to be holding 2 weapons. Well, next up we have Hakeem and Zorian. What would the 2 of you like to do? Start with Hakeem.
Sort of seeing the situation and noticing that these people do not mean particularly well. Hakeem, in true wizard fashion, is going to take a couple of steps sort of upward towards the caravan, sort of like try to sort of get their attention.
Oh, you'd like to get their attention?
The guards' attention, not the bandits' attention.
Oh, fair enough.
Not being particularly screamy about, just like raising your hands or like pointing.
Right. I'm gonna give you 2 options here.
Mm-hmm.
You either give
Are
me a
you
sleight of hand
pointing
check
at the
or a
bandit?
performance check.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pointing at the bandits.
Yeah,
What-
give me
what
either a
was the
sleight of hand
option?
check, a sleight of hand check, or a performance check.
I will take performance.
All right.
We don't get many of those. gotta take them while you have them. It's a 21.
That's 21. All right. The bandits do not seem at all bothered by the random dude walking around the fields, as A, you're off the road, and B, they have bigger problems than you right now. All right. You manage to get the attention of one of the guards, and you point towards behind the rock. The guard is going to roll insight to see if they can, generally speaking, understand you.
That seems fair.
Let's see what they get. That would be 12. With a 12 roll, they kind of figure out that you're pointing that there's something behind the rock. And they don't really seem that bothered about it. More or less thought that there's like some animal or something there.
Okay, yeah.
Zoria,
Um,
what would you like to do?
well, seeing as Hakeem stepped forward, I'll also take a few steps forward, but still stay behind him, clutching onto a quarterstaff since my leg is all chewed up and bloody. And I'll just be like, wait, are they trying to rob those people?
I think that is the case. We can never be certain, but on these streets you have to be a little careful.
Isn't robbing people forbidden?
Exactly, and you see Hakeem reaching for a pouch.
All right.
Okay.
In the meantime, what's Xavier doing?
Well, does Xavier see everything clearly?
Oh, yeah, no, he can definitely tell that there are 6 people over there prepared to jump the caravan.
Well, the fair thing he would do is get closer to Josena.
All right.
Hey, look over there.
Mm-hmm.
Something's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
What do you think?
as soon as you get closer to Josana, you see the absolute idiot who decided to walk up. But then he stops.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't think much of it. We should just turn around, perhaps.
Yeah, it's an idea. We can just chill here, check something
Could
happens.
observe.
Yeah, I'd like that. So yeah, I'm gonna look for some kind of a rock, high bend it, and watch. That's it for Xavier.
Alright, fair enough. And for Josana, do you do the same, I guess?
Yeah, I'll be sitting on a rock or something like that.
Alright. So, you two find your corners and just sit there chilling. Alright. Senata and Esmeray, I'm gonna go back to you guys, but before we do that, as the caravan comes closer, let's roll initiative.
A classic start to a classic campaign.
Yep. Welcome to my campaigns, boys. It always starts with combat.
Most of the time.
Actually, always.
Well, I got a 4.
We're gonna talk about what each one got in a second. I need to roll initiative for these guys.
Well, if everybody would just call the rolls for the audience, that would be cool.
Yeah. We're gonna do that in a second. I just need to
This character's
figure out my own
cursed.
rolls.
She's
oh
cursed.
no, you rolled another 2.
Yep.
Ay.
That's a 10.
I got a 7.
I got a 3.
I got an 11.
Damn it.
Alright, would you guys just...
No numbers
just,
needed.
damn it.
No numbers needed.
Would you guys just write it down in the chat so I can figure out the turn order while I figure out the initiative rolls for all the NPCs that I threw in there? I may or may not be regretting my choices now.
You can just group
7
them
like
all.
the 7 dwarfs.
Yeah, I'm grouping some of them.
We have like
So,
3 7s or some shit. No, we have 2 7s.
Oh my god, guys. 10 minus, like, Xavier's 10 minus Doria's 3 is Esmeray's 7. Whoa, I love that
Wow.
connection.
This is like a conspiracy
Wait,
theory.
hold up.
Oh,
Sinata's 11 minus Hakeem's 4 is Esmeray's 7. Again.
did all
shit
the
is
girls
going
roll
too
odds and all
far.
the guys roll
Oh
evens?
god.
Oh my,
Possibly.
yes, all the girls roll odds.
Bot is kind
I
of
swear to God,
sexist.
I swear to God, I'm not fudging what I'm writing right now. It
Yeah,
literally just
no,
came up
I-
as this.
If they rolled high, they rolled high.
They didn't even roll high, the hell?
No one rolls high. Everyone is cursed.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the audience like who goes before who.
For
Like,
the
numbers just
audience, the
keep it.
highest initiative roll in this encounter was an 11. Ooh, Sonata tied with one of the bandits.
Hold on. Well, no,
The commoners have better initiative than all of us to put together. That's a sad day.
wait, he's not
on the
I
map-
mean, he's the Caravan
How
Master,
large is
whatever it's common.
distance?
I don't care.
In the dots.
So that would put him like right around here. So, for turn order, you have Sonata going first. Then after her comes the bandit group number 1, which is comprised of bandit 1, bandit 2, bandit 3. I mean, come on, what did you expect? Afterwards comes the Caravan Master. Afterwards comes Xavier. Then bandit group number 2, which is 4, 5, and 6. Then Josana. Then Esmeray. Then guard 1 and guard 2 of the caravan. Then Hakeem and Zoria at last. I'm going to be super kind to the stream and just go ahead and do this. This is the turn order for people to be able to keep track of things. Sonata, it's your turn.
Exhilarating combat music.
Yeah, I'm about to change
Okay,
all of
you're
that. Don't
doing
worry.
it. Okay.
Yeah. I just
Oh,
have to
this is-
manage like 4 different things at the same time. So yeah. Sonata.
I'm evaluating my options.
All right.
Because level 1s have plenty of those. Including flat out hinting. After which, I shall start by moving up here and roaring at Bandit Group A to stand down and throw a javelin as a warning shot.
Alright. You don't have to roll for the javelin as you're throwing it as a warning shot, so you don't really have to be accurate with it. However, I would like you to roll an intimidation check.
Aha, I'm very moderate at those. Ha! I got a 1.
You got a 1. Alright, you have the bandit's attention. And you think to yourself, oh, this might be good. But then you realize, oh, this is bad. Alright, next up, it's bandit group number 1. We're going to send one of them to deal with Sonata, as the other two prepare in position to ambush the guards as the guards walk up. Man number 1 is going to charge towards Sonata, approaching her because he has ample movement. Yep, he is in range to approach Sonata. He's going to try to attack Sonata. What is he using? He is using a simple scimitar, I see. And he's going to actually be aided by one of his other friends who's going to be using a light crossbow to fire at Sonata from a distance, instead of preparing to ambush, seeing as Sonata is a really, really big fella. At a 21, I'm assuming that the scimitar would hit.
Scimitar does hit Sonata.
Alright, Sonata takes 2 points of slashing damage as this guy rolls basically the bare minimum. And the crossbow attack is going to be at 14. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit,
A 14 does not hit Sonata.
as Sonata
That
just
would-
barely dodged out the way of that one.
So, what happens is Sonata runs up towards these guys and she roars a mighty roar. Except it wasn't mighty at all, and she throws a javelin which was meant to be a warning shot, and these guys considered it to be a miss. They saw Sonata as a threat, and therefore one of them charged her and the other one prepared a light crossbow to fire. The one who charged it with a scimitar and took a spinning slash towards Sonata, managing to hit her once. As the crossbow flies towards Sonata, Sonata manages to dodge the crossbow but gets slashed in the right arm with the scimitar. Next up, we have the Caravan Master, who from the top of his horse notices what's happening behind the giant boulder on the other side. He still cannot see the other bandits, but he can get a general idea of what's happening right now. He decides to turn the caravan around and move, which would take him a little bit, about 10 feet with the caravan. He is on the way out now. Next up, we have Xavier. I'm assuming Xavier is just gonna sit there and do nothing.
And you're right. I'm just gonna, I guess, hold an action, hold an acid splash, or like a poison spray if someone comes near. But other than that, no, nothing.
Alright, a poison spray for Xavier. Alright, after Xavier, we have bandit group number 2, who, upon witnessing Hakeem, but they notice that he's just, a common guy moving around, they decide to not bother him. Except one of them is gonna look at Hakeem and give him the look of, get the hell out of here. While the other two are going to hold really tight to ambush the two guards that are approaching that they knew were coming anyways. And that about does their turn. Hakeem, would you like to roll an insight check real quick?
Insight, perfect. Of
You're being a
course.
little intimidated right now.
Or wouldn't this be a wisdom saving? Oh, whatever. Insight check is fine.
Nah, he doesn't really have
That is a
that
10.
power to force you. He doesn't have the power to force a wisdom check on you. And he scored a 4. You don't seem phased by his threats to get the hell out.
Okay. Hakeem sort of like, following his first instinct, sort of takes 2 steps sort of back towards Zori and goes, okay, no need to bother anybody here, and then takes the pouch that he had been playing with before, opens it, and sort of splashes a little sand in the direction. I would like to cast Sleep.
You would like to cast sleep. Are you in range to cast sleep?
90 feet, and I already measured for bandit 4, 5, and 6.
Alright, roll HP.
Let's check here, these are 48, correct? Oh, 5d8. We're lucky tonight. Decent, 23 hit points.
23 hit points. You managed to sleep 2 of them. As the third one looks at his comrades falling down on the ground as fast asleep, and he pretty much isn't sure what the hell just happened. After all, they're simpletons. They're bandits, but they're simpletons.
You'll wake 'em.
He just blinks at you for a few seconds.
That's my turn.
Alright. Whose turn is it next? It appears to be the turn of... let's take a look. It appears to be the turn of... Wait, why was it Hakeem's turn? Did we skip Esmeray?
We skipped everyone before that.
Yeah,
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 it's
I
very
did.
low in
And I-
initiative.
I made a little bit of a
Of
mistake
an
there.
oopsie.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yep. I mean, Josana and Esmeray, did you guys want to do anything?
There's no
I would like to move a little bit closer to you know, to the happening.
Alright,
May I?
move.
You can
Good.
move your token.
How do I
On the bottom left, you have
Token?
token.
Or just click T.
token? Oh,
And then you
Okay.
can
And then hold
click
your
and
token
drag
and,
your token.
that seems cool.
I don't think you can move that far, can you?
You can move 6 squares,
Yeah.
Cini. Six
Six.
squares.
Okay, hold up. Okay, I was there.
Mhm.
One.
It measures
Yeah.
for you. You can move 6. If it's a little over 6, it's
Oh,
probably
that's
fine.
so kind. Okay.
Just don't go horizontal. Like diagonally. As long as you're not going diagonally, you're fine. Alright. You move all the way up here. Alright. Would you like to cast anything as your action?
No.
Alright then. That about does Esmeray's turn. Josana didn't have much to do, I believe.
Josana will bring out her pipe and light it. Light it up
Alright.
for smoking.
Josana is smoking. She is gonna go ahead and smoke.
It checks out.
Alright. Next up, we have guards 1 and 2, who are going to approach fast and hard, only to get hard ambushed by bandits 2 and 3, and bandit number 4. No. Clad in their small metal armor, they get instantly ambushed by bandit number 3 and 4, while 6 and 5 kinda sleep to the side. 4 is going to get a surprise attack, and 2 and 3 are going to get surprise attacks as well. So let's see what 2 and 3 are gonna do. Yes, crit fishing at its finest. So that hits, and that's a crit! Alright, so let's see how much damage these guys do. These guys managed to completely knock the wind out of guard number 1. As guard number 1 charges towards them behind the boulders, he gets stabbed by one scimitar and fired upon by the crossbow, landing him on the ground, looking nearly dead. As he falls down, he drops his sword and he decides to feign death. It is very obvious that he's feigning death, as his performance check landed a grand total of, well, 1. But anyways. And guard 2 is going to get stabbed by bandit number 4. Let's see what bandit number 4 is going to land on.
Is bandit number 4 not asleep?
No, he's not.
Wait, which one fell asleep then?
5 and 6.
Okay, 5 and 6 fell asleep.
Yeah. Alright, bandit number 4 is going to attack at advantage. And that's not going to do anything, as the attack does not hit. The guard's chain shirt armor and shield managed to absorb the strike that's flying towards him. The guard will return fire with his own spear attack. As he lunges forward with a hard stab, he just goes ahead for the spear. That lands. A 16 does hit the bandit. Dealing, let's see. Max roll, 7 damage to bandit number 4. Number 4 has taken quite a bit of damage. He is now bloodied. Alright, whose turn is it next?
I believe it's Soria's.
It's Zoria.
Oh God. Yeah, I'll just I've been beaten up by wolves not 2 minutes ago. I'll just wait.
Alright, wait it out.
Yep.
That puts us at the top of the turn order again. Sonata, it's your turn. You're engaged in combat with one of the bandits.
Having been stabbed and narrowly dodged an arrow, Sonata steps. Oh, that's the wrong
A
one.
bolt, actually.
Gets a bolt, steps to the side instead, for 5 feet of movement, and pulls out a spear to thrust into the guy in front of her
Alright.
for a spear attack. A 10 will not hit, I presume.
A 10, let's see, does a 10 hit? No, a 10 does not hit bandits, sadly. Your attack misses, Sonata. Sonata takes a step to the side to try and avoid the next coming bolt. And as she pulls out her spear and tries to go for a lunging attack while she's jumping, the bandit is too fast on his feet, and he manages to bounce to the side, narrowly dodging the attack. Next up, we have got bandit group number 1. Bandit group number 1 is going to decide to strike at Sonata with their full force now. As bandit number 1 is going to make another scimitar attack at Sonata, bandits number 2 and 3, bandit number 1, sorry, is going to try and slash her. Bandits number 2 and 3 are going to fire crossbow shots. A miss, and a hit. The crossbow shot hits. Let's see how much damage. 3 damage. Piercing. As Sonata dodges to the side, the man who she tried to stab first tried to stab her back, but he miscalculated the distance and manages to completely miss the attack as he lands on an at-1. And the scimitar swings wildly, almost knocking the guy off of his feet, while the other 2 crossbow bolts fire towards Sonata. One of them firing towards where she was, and the other one firing towards where she decided to jump to. One of them catching her in the shoulder, the other one completely goes wide. Next up, we have the Caravan Master, or the Commoner, who's going to lead the caravan for 20 feet forwards. He is trying to leave. It is now Xavier's turn.
Just enough.
Yes.
Give me a blow.
I thought you didn't like smoking.
Sometimes I like it. I mean, look at this. It's an amazing view.
Sure, you
Glorious.
can take it for a little bit.
I'm just gonna take a couple of smokes and give it back.
Oh. No, you look for it.
That's my turn.
Alright, next up we have bandit group number 2, who have 2 of them completely dead asleep, while number 4 is engaged in combat with guard number 2, and he seems to have lost quite a lot of blood now. Number 4 is gonna put his weapon down and sit on the ground. He seems to be surrendering. That ends bandit group number 2's turn. Josana, it's your turn.
Xavier, why don't you keep it for a little bit? I'm gonna get a bit closer.
I mean, I'm coming with you.
Jocelyn will walk a bit closer and hurl a firebolt at Bandit 4. Do I get advantage as I am doing it from like surprise, or?
He isn't really fully aware of your positioning now.
Yeah.
He didn't really look that far down. He's aware of Esmeray, and he's aware of Hakeem and Gloria, but he's not aware of Joseph and Xavier. Alright, roll to it. 15. 15 does land.
All right. So, Josana will.
I need
just
to
walk
remind
a
you,
little
however,
bit
Joseph,
close.
I'm just gonna remind you one last time. This guy essentially surrendered.
Yeah, I didn't really catch that.
Fair enough.
She will
If
walk
you'd
a
like
bit
to change your
closer
target, feel free. Feel free.
and just shoot some fire, and think that she helps.
Alright. You did 5 points of damage. The guy is struck by a bolt of fire suddenly in the back of his left shoulder, falls on the ground flat, and doesn't seem to get up.
Doesn't seem to be what you cut out there.
To get up.
Ah,
He does not seem to get up. Ah, well. Seems like someone is either knocked out cold or pretty much dead. Next up. That basically wipes out Bendy Group number 2 entirely. Next up, we have Esmeray. Esmeray, what would you like to do?
Let's go. Okay, I see Senator struggling with bandit number 2. Number 1.
Bandits
And-
1, 2, and 3.
What? You're fighting against 3 bandits? God,
Yes,
okay.
they are focus firing her.
Okay. Am I able to communicate with Senator, or is she too far away?
Even if she isn't too far away, this is in the middle of combat, so you probably can't.
I'm in walking distance, so I can probably hear you.
Yeah, it's not a matter of like hearing or not, it's a matter of like, you're engaged in combat, you're not paying attention to anyone who's talking.
Okay, so I want to use Eldritch Blast on bandit number 120 feet. How many feet is a square?
You can move.
5. You can 5, and you can hit basically anything on the map with 120 feet.
You can
Whoa,
basically hit like all 3 bandits, yes.
Whoa, okay, I would like to
Choose
hit
one.
all 3 bandits.
No,
Which-
Oh.
you have to
pick
choose one.
Okay, I think I'll pick number 1 because he's
Alright, you're going to
closer to
fire
Senator.
Eldritch Blast towards bandit number 1.
And I shout at Senator, Senator, be careful. And
Alright, roll to it.
I think it's an answer at this point. We'll stamp on the floor next to where all the bolts have missed it so far.
oh god.
Oh,
thank-
that is a nat
Natural
1. That is unfortunate.
Oh my god, what
The
is
Eldritch Blast
that?
goes completely wide as bandit number 1 is essentially hiding behind Sonata's body at this stage. Sonata's
Sorry,
pretty damn
Senator.
large. Well, that's unfortunate. It goes wide. That puts us at whose turn right now? We are sitting on guard number 2's turn, who has, with the help, promptly, of Hakeem and Josana, managed to clear out bandit group number 1. He is going to rush to the aid of his... No, this is not his friend. Okay, he's going to rush to the aid of his friend, guard number 2. Guard number 1, I mean. And he's going to attack bandit number 3. Bandit number 3, who has been paying complete attention to Sonata this time around, is going to get surprised, as he didn't expect his comrade to fall. Spear attack to this guy's back, and let's see what happens. Oh, wow, a natural 20. These guys are critting.
And guard number 2 is MVP today.
Yup, guard number 2 seems to be holding the fort. Alright, guard number 2, how much damage do you do?
This is more exciting than the battle for Helm's Deep, everyone.
I have no idea what that is. Alright, guard number 2 does a grand total of 8 points of damage, promptly knocking the guy off of his feet by stabbing him into them. Bandit number 3 seems practically critically injured. Alright, that ends guard number 2's turn as he takes his attack. Next up, we have Hakeem.
Okay, sort of like see, observing the situation, Hakeem is sort of going to take a quick look over at Zoria and say, we should probably get to disarming these two, and sort of points at the two knocked out guards that Hakeem has put to sleep. And is going to follow through on his word, and is going to walk over.
I don't think you're within walking distance.
I am, barely.
How so?
I mean, here.
No. Like, no, the squares don't count, I don't think.
What do you mean?
Like, it's exactly 6 squares to get there.
Yeah, it is 6.
No, you don't see what I mean. Like, hold on.
What
Yeah,
do you
like,
want?
getting
1,
here
2,
is exactly
3.
6.
I mean, yeah, but if I move... do you allow diagonal movement?
No, not in this campaign.
Okay, well then I'll instead step here. Actually, I will step
Alright.
here. My bad.
Alright.
I will measure.
I think that's 7.
50...
No, it is 6. Cool.
Hmm? Yeah, no, it is 6.
It is 6.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay,
Alright.
and then I'm going to cast sleep in this space. Which
You're going to cast
in
sleep again.
approximately this space, yeah.
Alright, so you're trying to hit basically bandit 1, 2, 3.
Yes, exactly.
What is the range on the sleep circle?
90 feet range and then 20 feet around. I already did the measuring.
20 feet around. Yeah, you can basically encompass all 3 of them.
Yeah, if I put it
Alright.
yeah, there's a
you
space there. I
Just
found it.
roll the sleep dice.
Yeah. Sleep. So that are again 5d8. 31.
31. Effectively, you managed to knock all other 3 of the bandits out.
So of like
They
sprinkling
fall
a little
to the
bit
ground.
more dust into the air. That should take care of them.
Right.
Puts it back on his satchel. Like on his
Alright.
belt.
That ends Hakeem's turn. Zoria. I'll say then go for 1 round of combat with
So-
these guys being completely knocked out for the time being, as you guys disarm them or do whatever the hell you want, really.
Is guard 2 bleeding out now?
Guard 2 hasn't taken a single hit.
4.
Guard 1 is he's surrendered. He's not bleeding out, but like he took a lot of damage. And bandit number 4 is practically dead.
Yeah,
bleeding out.
okay. I'll move a little. Yeah. I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I use my action to discern if he's already dead or not from here?
From this distance?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so.
Sad.
This is more than 30 feet, so like it's a little too long.
But I mean, if his chest is moving or not, I would be able
He's
to see
flat on
that.
his face, so no.
Oh,
He
That's
took a bolt
quite
to the back,
impressive.
sadly. If the firebolt came from the front, then he wouldn't be flat on his face.
yes,
Well-
but people dying is bad.
It is.
I'll cast healing word on him.
Healing word. Right. Roll the dice.
Yes. 7 hit points.
Healed by a magical source, the man looks completely dumbfounded and befuddled as he's practically brought back to life from bleeding out. He clutches on the one wound he had as it starts sewing itself a little bit together, and he crawls a little bit backwards, leaning on the boulder. He does not seem to hold onto his scimitar or his crossbow for that matter anymore.
Yes, around his wound kind of like star constellations form and just pull the wound back together. And Zoria just goes, that was close. I thought he was dead for a second.
Alright, that puts us at Senata. Senata, there is a bandit literally laying asleep at your feet, snoring. Senata!
No, I'm just planning words. I'm planning words and planning turn.
I mean, wouldn't it make
Oh,
sense
I
for
fall
us to
asleep.
sort of like jump out of initiative?
We could. I'm just giving everyone one more round if they, like, you know, want to disarm them or anything like that.
Oh, that checks out.
Alright. That's
Sure.
a bit of an odd time. It's a bit of an odd time to fall asleep. Someone says as she grabs him by the leg and just drags him up to the group for tying up.
All right. Sonata drags the guy towards the group.
Should be about.
Sonata makes an athletics check.
Oh, athletics. Okay.
I want to see if carrying him basically turns you into difficult terrain moving or not.
There's rules on that. I'll look into it later. That is a
the rule is
14.
carry weight, but I'm not using it.
14.
Let's see how heavy the guy is. Let me roll the dice for that. He is about 140 pounds, which makes him light enough for you to be able to pull barely with a 14.
I can drag 4 times that much.
Yeah, for reference, I'm just, improvising. In case anyone wants to actually ask about the rule, I just rolled 160, and that was that.
Mhm.
All right. So, Sonata, you managed to pull the guy towards the group. The guy. Move the token. Yeah, there we go. You can pull him even further, like up to your movement speed, basically. That's what you're
Yeah.
rolling for. You're gonna pull him anyways. Just like I was trying to figure out if you could pull him properly or not.
So putting him about there.
All right. Okay. Then group number 1 is asleep.
I think that's all my movement. I think next Sonata would try and move to try and check on guard 1.
I don't think you'll be able to move that far.
I'm way out of movement by this point, so I'm
Yeah,
just
just go back. Or you might like use a dash action or something. I don't know. We'll get to that.
I
Okay.
think
So, this is the Caravan Master's turn, who notices that the fighting, or the tide of the fight rather, has been completely turned. He turns around the caravan again and moves it 10 feet, as far as he can, after turning it around. And he's just, approaching slowly, very slowly on his horses. Next up, we have Xavier.
Well, Xavier stopped moving now that everything is done and just left. So yeah, I'm gonna start moving. Most likely dash
Move
here.
diagonally.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can go to here as a normal action. And I assume everyone is either dead or knocked down, right?
Pretty much combat is over at this stage, yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to dash action. Like here.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it. So we're gonna just look around.
All right, you look around. Let me grab the soundtrack again, as I am changing them. All right. So, as combat comes to a bit of a halt and Xavier moves up, we still have a couple of turns to go through, just for the sake of clarity, really. Esmeray, would you like to do anything? Wait, no, it's Josana first. Josana.
Aw.
Josana?
Josana will walk up to Xavier and ask him, may I have the pipe back now?
Actually, it tastes good, you know. I don't get much smoking, you know. I don't like it, but it's nice. I'm just gonna give her back the pipe. I'm just gonna give her like a quick pat on the shoulder. That was not hit. That's it there. Hit the target. Disarm with him. Good job.
Alright, as you guys come closer to the scene, you start to realize exactly what went down here as you get closer and closer. From the description of what happened, you saw that the guards and the bandits started beating on each other. One of the guards got completely ambushed, the other one was a towering knight and he didn't take a single hit. Hakeem sprung some sort of magic in the air and it put 5 out of the 6 bandits to sleep. And the last bandit, number 4, was almost killed by Josana, if not saved by Zoria's strange star magic. He's now the only one who's awake, and he's leaning on a rock, holding his not completely sewn shut wound, but stabilized wound. I'm gonna go to Esmeray. Esmeray, what would you like to do? You can take a dash action if you wanna go like near Sonata.
I'd like to use Eldritch Blast again.
On what? Combat is over.
I don't know. I just want to hit something since I didn't make it the first time.
Would you like to hit the
It's
rock, like the
miserable.
boulder?
May I?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
All right.
Okay.
Roll to hit
How
with
much do
advantage.
I need for a rock?
Just roll to hit with advantage.
Hit advantage. How do
Ro-
I do that with
You
advantage?
right click, and the rest is obvious.
Okay.
I'm gonna warn you though, stone AC is really high.
Yeah, but the rock is
Oh,
technically
damn it.
paralyzed.
Yeah, which is why she gets
Oh.
advantage.
Roll with advantage. I'm clicking on it, but it's
And
not.
then you need to click
no.
roll at the bottom.
Oh, please, 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 please,
There is
please.
something in my throat.
And
21.
21. You
It
managed
says it
to
on the
hit
bottom
the,
right, by the way, on your, in your browser.
You managed to slap the boulder. Roll damage.
yeah, slap
Not that
that
this is
little
going to do anything
bitch.
to a boulder, but roll damage.
Okay. Not again. One.
Actually,
What is
You roll
that?
1 point of damage. You fire a bolt of force at the rock. And yeah,
Okay,
you can still
cool.
move a little if you want to. Like get closer to
Okay,
the
yeah.
action.
I would like to move towards Sonata.
Alright.
Is that too much?
You can't get that close to her now.
Okay,
Can
6
still move
again,
six-
right?
This
Six
is
squares,
this is basically as far as you can get.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Like, well, no, go back.
Why?
You
Those
moved it
are
twice.
6
I
squares.
moved you once, like myself. I just went ahead and moved your token because that's as far as you can get.
God.
I'd say to save you the effort of doing the math, as I'm not running horizontal stuff. Just go back, like hit Control Z. Yeah, there we go. All right. Esmeray's turn is over. We are pretty much closing up on this one. Guard number 2 is going to spin his spear a little bit and just hoist it in the ground. As the blood from it gets splattered on the boulder, he gives Sonata, of all people, a nod and kneels next to his friend who has been hurt deep, very heavily. Hakeem, it's your turn.
Yeah, well, seeing that most of the situation sort of taken care of, and the two bystanders that are sort of like standing off to the side smoking pipe, Hakeem would sort of like raise a hand and sort of like gesture and say, "Hey, don't worry, they're knocked out. Let's just disarm them. If you could help, that would be nice. But take your time." Noticing that they are obviously in some way, shape, or form busy, and then is going to walk over here and disarm, sort of like just shoving the weapons away more than anything. It's not going to pick
Just
them up.
kicks them out of his hand, basically.
I mean, you can take them. Their arms are probably limp. They're asleep.
They are.
Yep,
Okay.
that's my thing.
All right. That's Hakeem. Zoria.
Sorry, I would just kind of turn towards where the other two people are standing there smoking pipes right now and go, "You just almost killed someone." With like this very confused but scared look.
All right. You give them a confused and scared look and tell them that they almost killed someone.
Yes. And I guess I would like kind of walk over here and exist.
Well, initiative is over, right? We can just do stuff.
At this stage, yes, it is. You can just go around and do your thing.
Well, yeah.
For the time being, as all of you managed to get close enough, so to speak, for all of you to see each other, I'm gonna start off with character descriptions. And this time, let's spice things up and go down the list. Not up, or go up the list, rather, like from the bottom up. Zoria,
Ooh,
describe your character.
spicy.
Right. Zoria is this relatively short, human-looking female. She has purple hair. She's wearing a lot of jewelry, like in her hair and on her ears. Her eyes are this bright golden color that, with the markings on her forehead, almost seem to form a star constellation. She is wearing a long purple dress and also a sort of robe that kind of also resembles a scarf, is wrapped around her shoulders and flowing down. That is a darker purple and is covered in stars. She is currently leaning against the quarterstaff, just kind of clutching it, as one of her legs is just covered in bandaging, and it's kind of bloody. But she seems to be fine.
For the most part, anyways.
For the most part, she's still standing.
All right. Next up, we have Josena.
Josena is a woman in her mid-20s. She has a red flower in her hair, and looks very posh, very clean, and polished. Yeah. She's very tall for a woman at 177 centimeters.
Was that in feet to play D&D?
And in feet, that would be 5'8".
5'8". By the standards of this universe, so to speak, she is much taller than the average woman, yes.
And even taller than men, some men. Her eyes are... She has one blue eye and one gray eye, which is very noticeable when you come closer to her. Other than that, there's not too much else to give visually.
Alright, next up, Xavier.
Well, Xavier is a human in late 30s, like 38, 39-ish. He has some nerdy vibes. His hair, facial hair, and eyes are all between brown and red. You can notice that he looks at things in a different way. Most likely, it's not giving him the nerdy vibes. He's looking at the battlefield in some kind of a studying way. Every dead body, where the hit had been, he's not actually noticing, the overall area. He is tall, about 5'10" feet, if we're talking in feet, and about, and I think that's about it.
That's about it. Sonata.
Sonata is a monolithic woman standing above 6 foot tall, wearing very simple clothing, kind of white cotton garb with blue linings around it. Nothing, aside from her height, nothing is particularly outstanding about her appearance. Just a normal human-looking person with long blonde hair and carrying a spear.
Isn't she a little, on the muscular side, though?
Oh, yes.
She is on the muscular side. Okay.
Very physically well-built.
Alright. Next up, there is Hakeem.
Yes, Hakeem is a human of and about 5'7" tall, and seems to be wearing these very traveler-esque clothes, like more a poncho-esque garb over his regular clothing. Small sort of protective gear and a belt with a satchel on it, which probably holds components to spellcasting, and a small sort of simple leather book on the other side, which you can see when he waves his arms around while talking, which he does a lot.
Alright, next up, and lastly, but definitely not least, we have Esmeray.
Okay, Esmeray is a tiefling. Her main colors are black and white. I mean, she has black hair. her eyeballs are black, like filled with black color. There's
Pitch
nothing
black,
else.
basically. Yes.
Pitch as black, right? And her height is pretty like okay. I hate the word normal, but she's not too small, not too tall, like pretty much in the middle
Medium-sized.
somewhere. Love it, great. And yeah. Is there any? Oh yeah, and also um like on the picture her fingertips are white because she's holding her magic bag, but if she's not, her fingertips turn black because the form of her magic is smoke, black smoke. And yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, should be.
All right. That about sums up the character descriptions. All right. So, as the combat comes to an end, the Caravan Master jumps off of his horses as he brings the caravan 20 feet forward, and then jumps off, sprinting towards the scene. He looks at the guard, at the bandits all strewn about, asleep or practically almost dead, or like almost dead, close to being dead. His guard being injured, and he looks around, panicked a little bit, as if asking for help.
Xavier would most likely come up.
Wait, guys, this screen is frozen, I think. 1 second.
It's,
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Okay.
Okay,
It
so
was just a lag on
Xavier-
my end.
Cool. Yeah,
Alright.
Xavier's gonna move up to the guard that looks injured, and I assume make a med check first to like check him out before using magic or anything. Just
Alright.
check out
Roll a medicine check.
state. Cool. Medic check. That's a 14.
He is unconscious and he lost a lot of blood.
Well, I guess I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Well, you will see some kind of like simulacrum bodies floating out of Xavier's body, which actually looks like modern medical equipment, but in a medieval world, you find some semi-transparent tools and stuff. It will start working as if a medical operation, but like not in a magical way. For people who are there, it will be magical. So yeah, you will see some kind of sewing, some kind of cutting to the skin that was affected. He will sew
That
that
skin, yes.
yeah, that skin, and then he will close the wounds, cure it with these semi-transparent tools, and yeah, that's about it. Let me check the healing.
Alright.
Uh,
Esmeray said she's gonna be right back, so we're just gonna, pretend she's not here for the time being because she actually isn't.
he heals
And Xavier.
5 HP.
5 hit points. Sounds good enough. He heals up to 5 hit points, and he is regaining consciousness very, very slowly. You see him opening his eyes slowly and turning around with the help of the guard and the Caravan Master. And the Caravan Master looks up to the crowd, as I'm assuming Senato would have basically tied up Bandit 1, 2, and 3.
Disarmed them and also picked up her own spear that she threw javelin that she threw earlier.
Of course. Right, so Senata manages to disarm all 3 of them, and she just kind of like hoards them together and almost ties them up.
Hakeem,
Yeah.
Yes.
that woman almost murdered someone.
Well, it was probably in the heat of the battle.
What do you guys do on the other side of bandits?
Josna wants to walk towards the bandit that was struck by the fire,
All right.
and just stand in front of him,
Go ahead. He's
looking
leaning on a
looking
rock.
down on him.
He's leaning on the boulder.
She will just stand in front of him, looking down on him while she is smoking.
That's it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Next up, that would be. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Sonata, did you do something other than this? Hakeem,
Yeah.
Do things.
Does anybody else want to do something?
I will approach the guards. What do you reckon we do? What do you reckon we do with the bandits now then? Now that they're all being captured.
Well, at this point, then Hakeem would walk over and say, probably hand them over to the authorities. That's what most people do. In a well-structured society, that is.
As the Caravan Master listens to what you just said, he sends a nod, and he looks at you guys and kind of like takes a step back and looks at all of you. He seems to be clearing his throat and finding a little bit of difficulty, like gathering his thoughts. Does anyone want to do anything right now?
Well, I mean, people are sort of like tending to wounded.
I'll look over at the two people that are standing to the right of me. And give them a little smile and put one hand on my chest and say, thank you for saving him.
You're welcome.
Well, after Xavier is done with his cure wounds and the guards going up, he'll just like start talking to him.
Alright, you approach one of the guards.
No, the guard that I cured.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You wanna talk?
Your wound's not. Yeah, I'm talking to him. Your wound's not deep. You'll heal up very fast. Don't worry about this. I'm gonna open my pouch and get some kind of an herb, give it to him. Well, you should rub this on the opening once a day, and yeah, it will just clear up any infection that may come. You'll be good in a couple of days.
Thank you, apothecary. I appreciate the help. The Caravan Master kind of looks at all of you and is like, well, gotta say, I thought me and my friends here were done for. Thank you.
Well, you
really
just
appreciate-
kind of ran, you know.
Well, I had to. I can't really fight much. I just need to protect the caravan or get as far away from the bandits as possible. These guys would have sacked the caravan and probably left me with nothing other than like just a gold piece or something to get back home with. They're known highway bandits, you know. I'm pretty sure there is even a bounty on their heads. You guys might incur some reward if you bring them back to the town's guard, which gives me an idea. There are 6 of you. He looks at like the group, like each one of you. Looks at the bandits, is like, there are 6 of the bandits. I'm assuming you guys could bring in the bandits and split the reward halfway. And you know what? The problem with that is that you're gonna need to bring them in, which I have a solution for. See, the road isn't really as safe as it used to be, because bandits have taken up arms recently and they're forming small communities outside the city since one of them was banished a long time ago. How about you guys come with me? Maybe help me across the road if some other group shows up. I'm pretty sure if they see you guys, they'll be dissuaded from even coming closer to the caravan. And in return, I will give you a ride back to the town, to the central city that is. I will deliver you to the nearest guard barracks so you guys can hand the bandits in. And I will reward each one of you with 5 gold pieces. How does that sound? You guys, after all, have saved my life and my work.
5 gold pieces for each of us? You must be
Yes.
wealthy.
I'm really not. I'm just a trader. I will get compensated by the city for the damages, of course, and it kind of like points off to like the guards and everything.
Oh, okay. That would make sense.
What about
The
the bounties, though?
The bounties, you can keep them. You guys can split them 6 way. Each one of you gets 1 piece of it, and you can keep them. I really don't care for the bounties. I just want to go back home safe.
They're just gonna take a look around to the 6 people with us. I mean 5 other than him. Looks at Justina, and yeah, shakes the Caravan Master head. I'm saying, I'm coming with you.
Right, Xavier leads the way. Do you guys have anything specific you'd like to do, or are you just gonna follow suit?
I'll follow suit.
Yes. follow
need-
Senator.
Yeah, following sounds good.
So we also get
Alright.
on the carriage.
Eventually everyone will get like on the caravan or like walk near it or something. You can get off the ship right now, if you'd like to.
Yeah, also, I'd like after like the bandits are all on the wagon, on like the caravan, I'll just check each one's pulse. Like I know some are asleep, some are knocked down. Just make sure that no one of them is dead. If someone is dead, I'll just stabilize him and leave him like that. But that's an option.
Yeah, none of them seem to be dead. They have a couple of injuries here and there, but like for the most part, they're fine. One of them that was almost killed, he's already been stabilized by Zoria. As you guys are walking towards the caravan, the Caravan Master seems to like smile a little bit towards Xavier, and he offers him a handshake. Well, the name is Delnard Snowseeker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine.
What is his name?
Delnard Snowseeker.
I'm gonna shake his hand. Well, I'm Xavier Noran. I assume if you know the Titi, you've met me before.
Oh, Noran, the known apothecary, of course.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Well, pleasure to meet you in person, Noran. I'm lucky to say that I've never really needed your help. He looks around to the
Yeah,
crowd and like he
you
looks
are.
around and is like, so you guys are?
Well, I am.
I'm Senator. It's a pleasure to meet you all today.
Seems in character for you to cut her off. Amazing. I'm Hakeem Farseeker. I'm a scholar, and I was on my way to the central city either way. So this is more like a free ride to me.
Well, you guys saved my life. That's the least I could offer.
Well, I am Josana Latrodectus, and I am traveling with Xavier.
Oh, Lady Latrodectus, of course.
I've heard
Your
that
father
name.
is your father is a great merchant. I know of him, of course. I even have met the man at some point.
I'm sure you have.
He looks around like to Esmeray and Zoria.
Well,
And
my name's Zoria, and I don't really know why I'm here, but I guess I'm just gonna stick to Hakeem now.
all right, pleasure meeting you, Zoria. He looks
Pleasure's
around.
all mine.
He looks at Esmeray and is like, and you are?
Esmeray.
Well, okay. Well, you guys might want to get on. Those of you who are able-bodied or healthy enough, to say the least, could walk besides the caravan as we, the caravan. I mean, as I don't have enough spaces inside for all of you. If one of you knows how to man a horse, they could, of course, ride on the second horse. And he points like to the second horse that he was riding like on top of the one right next to. Feel free to get on.
After just kind of just walks beside the horses when the cart moves along.
I'll also
So
walk.
I think Xavier is gonna go on the second horse.
I have a question, Sinata.
Mhm.
You have taken a bit of damage. Would you happen to use like your thingy?
Nah, I'll probably be fine. I'll be fine.
All right. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot you're not a paladin. Okay, we're good.
I'm not a
How
paladin
do
now.
the horses look
Yeah.
like?
Come again, Esmeray?
How do the horses look like?
Both of them are brownish red, or reddish brown rather. They have a couple of black spots on them randomly. Long hair, a white snout of all things, and a long black tail.
Oh. Okay. Wait, there are only 2 horses,
Yeah, there are only 2 horses.
but there are 6 of us.
You're not supposed to be riding them. These are dragging the caravan. The Caravan Master rides one of them, and he offered one of you to jump up the other one, which Xavier took the first chance to get onto.
Ah, okay, okay.
If you're injured, you can always just ride the wagon.
Which is
There are
exactly I will do because my leg is fucked. Thank you very much.
There are 3 spaces on the wagon.
Yeah.
One of them is already occupied by one of the guards. The 6 bandits walk ahead of the wagon, kinda quiet, silent after being tied up by the 2 guards. They seem to be practically defeated. They don't seem to really have any intentions of leaving as of the moment. At least your passive intel doesn't entail any more than this.
Josna is also sitting on the wagon.
Alright.
Well, so who's walking?
Pretty much everyone except for Zoria and Josana. So, and Xavier, actually. Xavier's on the horse, so it's Hakeem, Esmeray, and Senata.
Okay.
Well, the question is, does Xavier notice? I mean, I just cut you. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, would have just been banter.
I'll be same.
Okay, well then, sort of like walks over to Esmeray. Says, "You're a tiefling, right?
Yep.
Don't get many of those here. Are you new in town? Where are you from?"
Far away, I guess. Why are you asking?
Well, yeah. I'm something of a historian, and
Yeah, you kind of look like my uncle.
oddly specific. So like southern city, desert lands, northern
That's
city.
where you're from?
I'm asking where you are from
Why?
because I'm interested. I'm a scholar.
I'm not coming from any city. My parents were farmers.
Yeah, but like there must have been something that was close by.
Does it really matter?
Well, I mean, if we're going to be traveling together for at least the last stretch of this journey, I would like to know the people that I'm traveling with.
I don't need to know the people I'm traveling with, and I'm still traveling with them.
Right. I was just told that I'll leave you to that and go to the other side of the wagon.
Right. On the other side, you find the one guard who was basically walking alone there.
Like give like an awkward sort of like hello hand sign and then sort of like walk quietly.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything you'd like to say?
I do. Does Xavier notice how injured is Senata?
Yeah, it's pretty apparent. She has a straight cut through her torso.
Yeah, I assume he would go back and try to check it out first.
Okay, so at some point you guys see Xavier kind of like look over towards
Yeah,
Sinata as
just
he's just like observing everyone, just like jumps off the horse and heads towards Sinata.
I'm just gonna like, start with a
I
handshake.
have you.
Senata, I assume, right? I've heard you talk before. I'm gonna offer my hand as a handshake. Xavier.
Nice to meet you, Xavier. She says as she presents her own hand.
I don't think I saw you in town before. You're not here?
We're all from the same town, probably.
Does Xavier know Sinata before from like the town itself, or is she like?
You definitely would remember running into this hulk of a woman before,
Oh, so
namely around the market area.
I don't think we've officially met, but like, yeah, I've heard of you. Would you let me check the wound? I think I can put something that eases the pain if there's something.
Oh, that'd be swell. She says as she kind of presents this gaping wound on her shoulder and her abdomen.
Yeah, I assume Xavier would get some kind of like some kind of a tool to try to and sew the wound again. But like this time, it's not
Alright.
actually a spell. It's a normal needle and stuff. You just close the wound together, Again,
Okay.
give her some herbs to ease the pain as painkillers.
Of course.
You can take this just to numb the pain a little.
Yeah.
So alcohol would do if it matters. And he would go back to the head of the carriage of the caravan and
Thank you very much.
finish-
She called
What?
back.
What do you say?
Thank you very much.
Ah, you're welcome. Anytime. You know where I work. He
You're
would go
much.
back. Yeah, he would go
There
back
was
to
a
the
thing to
horse in front.
proceed stitch work, admiring the assistance.
Finally, Xavier would go back to the front of the wagon, sit next to the caravan master, and I assume try to make a relation.
Okay, you make small talk, I guess. All right. I'm gonna take this as a bit of a time skip for the time being. You guys know that traveling by a horse, like just straight up sprinting into the horse, would take you about a day and a half to get to the central city from here. But on a caravan, it would be more like 2 days and some time. So
Time skip.
you eventually come to a spot where the night is coming close, and it appears to be a new moon. The night is quite dark, if not lit by the couple of star constellations up in the sky. And the Caravan Master declares a halt. As he brings out the camping tools he has, he seems to have 2 tents. One fit for 2 people and one fit for himself. He looks at you guys and more or less apologizes for not having an extra tent that fits you. And yeah, we could take a 10-minute break here and then return back to our game.
Okay.
We will be right back after 10 minutes. Some of us may still be active in the chat, so if you have questions, ask them now.
All right. And we are back. We had to take a little bit of a break as people did a bit of a breather after a really, really tense level 1 combat encounter. God forbid. Anyways. Yeah, just for the time being, people are moving about. I need to get the soundtrack back on. Or rather, I need to get the correct soundtrack on. Which would be this one, I believe. All right. Is the correct soundtrack? Yes, it is. All right. So, as the party makes their way out to the fields, moving about very slowly, closer and closer towards the central city, they decide, or the Caravan Master rather decides, that it is very late at night and it's practically time for setting up camp. He looks at the party and he apologizes very quietly and in a timid manner almost about not having enough tents for everyone. And he goes with the help of his guards to set up their own tents, and they prepare the campfire and everything around it as compensation for the lack of tents for you guys. I'm assuming that practically everyone would have some sort of bedroll with them. So
I have bedroll.
yes. And yeah, you sit around the camp for a little bit. Pretty much everyone is like there, or if you'd like to not be there, you can just leave. Let's go down the list. Esmeray, what are you doing?
Well, I'm opening my bedroll and lying on the ground and looking at the moon. And my skin
Alright.
reflects the moon. It looks high-key awesome.
Alright, your skin is as pale as the moon, except it's a new moon right now, so there isn't really much to reflect as of right now. Next up, hold on, Hakeem, are you here?
I am here.
Okay. What are you doing right now?
Well, I mean, we are at camp right now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hakeem would then just be sitting, studying a book and writing in it from time to time.
Alright. Can I get, actually just real quick, you guys are sitting, in a bit of a circle, right? You have the 3 tents, around, or the 2 tents rather. One for 2 people, one for 1 person, in front of you, and you guys are sitting, in almost a semicircle surrounding them. Can you give me, who's sitting where, real quick? Who's next to?
Well, the people that are next to each other are probably the people that know each other from before.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
So I'm gonna fall under the assumption that Hakeem and Zoria are gonna be next to each other. Next to Zoria is probably Xavier. Next to Xavier is Josana. Next to Josana is Sonata, and next to Sonata is Esmeray on the other side.
Next to Esmeray would be Hakeem then, or is it a half circle?
Tent. Next to Esmeray is tent.
Oh, tent. Fair.
Oh, I have a tent. That's nice.
No, it's not your tent. It's
And
the
the
tent
guard?
of the Caravan Master.
The guards are in
The
the
guards-
other place.
In the other tent, yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right. So, Hakeem is reading a book. Sonata, what are you doing?
Probably laid out his bedroll, slipped inside of it, and is just kind of vibing in the moonlight.
All right. What moonlight? It's a new moon. There is no
The
moon.
lack of moonlight, starlight.
They like moonlight.
I said that 12 times. Come on.
No, we may not
Uh,
have
Maybe
moonlight.
because of your accent, I don't know.
Xavier.
Xavier will be setting up his bedroll, and mostly
Alright.
after he's done with that, he would talk Yosana into making food.
All right. Josana.
Well, I don't really know what we have. Cook.
I mean, we have some meat from the bear we killed before
That is
this
true.
happened,
It's true.
and we have some herbs.
Oh yeah, I forgot to highlight. Josana and Xavier were dragging a corpse of a bear all the way with them.
Not the whole corpse, just bits of it.
Minor detail. Minor detail.
The pelt, some meat,
Yeah, they skinned it basically.
Yeah, it's just the skin and some pieces of meat from different parts of it.
Yeah.
Cough off. Anyways, Josana.
I guess I do have some herbs on me. I could cook something. But perhaps I should get to know the others a little bit before.
I assume the cooking is between the circle, like the fire there. We cook there, and everyone is around the
Yeah,
circle.
the fire is in the center, yes. Lastly, Zoria, what are you doing? I'm just trying to get a vibe check on like who's doing what, and then I'm gonna go ahead and like give the red signal for you to just go around and do whatever the hell you want, really. Zoria, what you doing?
Zoria kind of has this like purple notebook open in front of her, and she's drawing down, sketching out the star constellations that she can see. And noting down that it's a new moon.
All right. I would like to highlight that it is. Let me just take a look at where I actually wrote that down, because I frankly do not seem to remember. Tonight, like this night, is the night of the 3rd of Yardas, year 53. For the audience, I'm gonna basically just post a link to the calendar itself later. As of right now, you're just gonna have to keep track. And the next day is going to be Lardas in Janus, the month.
That's a long rest, right?
Yep.
Okay. Spell slots and HP back, everyone.
Quite yet. We're still
Let's
in the night.
go.
I will not be applying the travel rest rules until level 2, just for the sake of clarity. These come later. So, what do you guys do? What you doing? You got converse? You got a
Well-
campfire? You got things going on?
Jules and I will see that most of the people are occupied with their books, but both Esmeray and Sinata were just there, right? Not doing anything special.
Nope.
Well, Jules and I will walk over to Sinata then and see that Sinata is in the bedroll or on the bedroll, and just look down and would you like some food later?
Blink to a second. Food? Yes, that'd be great, thank you.
Well, yeah, we caught a beer earlier today.
Got a what?
A beer.
I keep hearing quarter beers. Does that make
Do
sense to
I,
anyone else?
do I hear them talking as well?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Then I ask, why did you kill a bear?
Oh,
Well-
bear.
Long story short, it attacked us, and well,
That's how nature works.
yeah.
Hakeem puts his book down and starts observing quietly.
Right, didn't we kill a giant badger not yesterday?
Yep, we did.
Nature is wild, though. That's why I never travel alone. Someone needs to take care of your back.
You would know about that, Xavier.
Well, well, Hakeem and me, we got attacked by wolves.
Quite the ambush.
Great, so despite
Yes.
now you bite your leg, you doing alright?
I'm fine. I got it bandaged. It hurts.
What about you, Sinatra? How's the wound? You're not doing this fine now?
Much better now, thank you.
You're
Still
welcome. It was
aches.
nothing.
I think a bit of rest and a bit of a walk won't fix that.
So are you like a doctor?
I am. Kind of.
Oh, would you mind looking at my leg then?
Of course not. Come here. I'm just gonna start talking to Recruit.
Yes, it's a very nasty wolf bite.
It is poorly bandaged, so to speak,
Mhm.
and
But
it
did
is very
it
obvious
received
that
first aid?
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's,
walk in.
it's obvious that it had it had first aid, but that still means that it wasn't bandaged very properly because well, you didn't really have the know-how for that.
I rolled high though.
Herald High. Okay. I'm gonna
Your
move the
character
bandages.
wouldn't know though.
Remove the bandages. Do I like roll medicine first or after I do shit?
No, you can just remove the bandages straight up and look at it. Then you roll medicine after you remove the bandages.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the bandages. Look at it. Notice that it's I assume
Roll medicine.
move. Sure. Give me a medicine check. Uh, that's a 10.
It's a 10. Yup, it's wolf bite. It's a standard wolf bite. Doesn't seem to have any traces of like disease or anything carried in it. At least you don't seem to notice anything strange about it. It just looks like a standard wolf bite.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure and ask them. So the wolves. Do you think any like there was anything weird about it? Is it a stray wolf, just a normal wolf in the forest? Nothing weird about it?
No, it was a group of wolves, and I think they were just hungry.
Were any of them rapid?
She kind of looks at Hakeem. They weren't, right? They weren't.
Don't panic. I have some antidote for
I
it.
don't think so.
But if they were, are you sure? Because it may get serious if you don't take the antidote now. If it was rabbit.
Sorry, I just kind of looks back at Hakeem now, panic.
They just looked hungry more than anything.
Hakeem,
Yes.
hit me with your finest history check with advantage.
Sure.
Do you recall whether or not they, had signs of being rabid?
That is a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Yeah, no, they didn't really have any foaming at the mouth or anything of the sort. They just looked like a really, really hungry pack of wolves.
I recount that information.
You recount the information.
Well, if that's the case, then just safe. It will be needed some patching, and that's about it.
Ah, thank God.
I'm just gonna try to do a better bandage than
Roll medicine.
I mean, thank Goddess. Yes.
Which goddess?
But I'm not telling you.
Okay,
You should know.
I know, but
Exactly.
16.
16. Okay. You managed to go around the leg and...
Was that your work, Hakeem?
I'm fine. They didn't touch me much.
No, was that your work? The old bandage?
I mean, I tried my best. I'm a scholar of history, not medicine.
Yeah, an advice for me: don't do that again.
Well, I mean, it is better than nothing, I hope.
He's just gonna he's just gonna look focus on the leg with some kind of this is the shittiest job I've ever seen in my life. But they wouldn't show it to anyone.
I was very thankful, Hakeem. Thank you.
Well, I mean, I'm a scholar of books anyway.
He didn't say that out loud. He just...
Yeah, I didn't say it out loud. I was just like it may seem on my face if someone was trying to discern it, but yeah.
See you. Yes.
I have high insight. I'll probably catch it. But
You probably noticed that he looks at it with a look of who's the amateur, right?
Yeah,
Absolute horror as he sees his trade being disgraced.
exactly.
I'm a bit of a historian, not a apothecary.
Oh,
And you can be honest.
honest about what?
You know that I did a shitty job.
I already said that. I told you try not to do that again.
Yeah, but you can be really honest about it.
That's called rude, not honest, my friend.
Well, that doesn't
Oh,
make
wow.
sense. But
I hope that people like Juniper.
that what? Like what?
Juniper. It's a very good. It will add some very nice flavor to this meat.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
she's talking herbs.
Your
Oh.
son here is one hell of a cook. Trust me.
What kind of flower is that?
Oh, this is a red spider lily.
Zoria,
Yes.
would you like to roll a nature check?
Yes. Not amazing in nature, but I can try. Natural 20, 22. You know I'm a
All right.
druid and I don't have proficiency in nature.
Spider
What?
lily.
What?
Don't question it.
I have a vision of
Yeah,
Uh,
she knows, but she
you're-
doesn't know, you know?
you would know that like red spider lilies are just they're I'm not gonna read that the medical terms for them, but they are foreign plants. They don't really grow out on this island, so to speak.
Where'd you get it from?
My father.
They're kind of a big deal. They fund like a bunch of my research too.
Oh, so they're like royals?
They have money.
So do I need to like bow to her?
I don't think she asked for that kind of thing. So give a look to Josanna. Does she seem to act mightier than thou?
I mean, she's literally cooking for you,
she-
so I don't think she does know.
She's cooking
Yeah.
for you, but she does,
Yeah.
look like she is very confident in herself, and
Don't think that will be needed. I've never met anyone I needed to really bow to.
Me neither. I'm not good at this whole social thing.
You get used to it.
Eventually, after a few moments, you can, as Josanna like puts the meat to the fire, you can see one of the two guards kind of like climb out of the tent. He is the injured guard, and the caravan master, no seeker, and the other guard seem to just have went to sleep. This one, now that you guys get close enough to actually notice, seems to resemble a little bit of an orcish appearance, but not enough to warrant being called a half-orc. He comes out of the tent and he just sits there. He looks at all of you. Hasn't really seemed to say much.
You doing alright now?
Hmm?
Took some quite nasty stabs back in that fight. You doing alright?
Fine. He looks over to Xavier and is like, thank you for the help out there. I'm not really used to being ambushed. Sorry, I'm just a little bit shocked.
Alright, so that's what a guard should usually expect. So keep an eye out next time.
Oh, the name is Woodrow.
Xavier. Or I think you'd know me by Noran if you were in the Central City.
A few friends of mine have visited your establishment. Oh, on occasion, to say the least.
I hope they're better now.
They did get better, yes. Well,
Well.
don't let me interrupt you. I didn't mean to interrupt anything going on. If you guys would share it, I was hoping to get some food.
Oh, of course.
The fighting has made me a little weary.
Of course. I'm just gonna get something for him.
There's plenty of food.
Yeah, get something for him. Are the others as well hungry? Yeah, I have a spare for the other guard and your friend.
Oh no, they went to sleep directly. We have food of our own, but it's mostly dried stuff because traveling. You get the idea. The fighting has made me feel a little bit. How do I say this? Disimposed towards the dried things. I don't feel like my stomach could handle them right now. Not with the wound I have in there, anyways.
It should get better by the time we're down. If you still need more painkillers, just visit me in my establishment.
Of course. Thank you.
Oh,
He
you're welcome.
takes his little bit of meat and he just sits there eating them quietly.
Xavier would most likely start calling it a night. Get to his bedroll. Just open his pouch of components and just make a quick check what he has, what he doesn't, what he needs to restock on, and go to sleep.
Alright. As Xavier goes to sleep, the guard sitting out there, like the injured guard, just sits there and he's like, I'm not gonna get much sleep anyway, so I might as well take the first watch.
Oh, I'll be up for a little bit longer, don't worry. Is there
Alright.
anyone else who will be up that Jules and I would walk over to?
Zarya would still be a little up, but she would also just walk over to Josana and be like, "Thank you for the food. It was really good," and like awkwardly bow.
You can see her kind of smile and say, "Oh, thank you, dear. I'm very pleased that you like it."
Yes.
As I said, I'm not gonna be able to sleep a lot, so you guys can decide what watches you want to take. Typically, me and my friend, kind of swap between 3 different watches. Each one of us stays up for around 3 hours or so. I personally don't care which watch I take. I sleep light anyways, and with the wound in my abdomen, I don't think I'm gonna sleep much as is. Feel free to just put me anywhere. I don't really mind either way.
Well, I have a few notes to take in my book, so I will be up for a little bit longer.
Well, I'll just take the watch of whenever you go to bed then.
If you want to, we can take a watch together for now. Maybe you can get to know each other a little bit better.
That would actually be great, because I'm kind of scared of staying up alone, but don't tell anyone.
I'm next to you, but I can keep a secret.
Oh shit. Yes. I was just joking, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, can you see in the dark?
Yeah.
I can't. Then we can take a watch together.
I'm taking one with Josana already.
Ah, okay. Then I'll look
You
for
know,
someone
with the
else I
dark-
can see in the dark.
I can help with the dark.
Great. Then I can take a watch with you. Also, quick question, Zoria. How are you observing the stars with all this light around? It's so hard to see.
Oh, I'm quite used to knowing what constellations are where, so I you know, it's
Ah,
like a feelings kind of thing, you know.
Ah, okay.
You met my mentor. We've been studying the stars since I got to the town, and even before that I used to keep track of them.
That sort of checks out. Yeah, okay. Well then, have fun you two. I'll take a watch with Senada then, whenever that may come.
Just wait. Just tip me over the head when you need me awake.
What did you say?
Just give me a good old head around the head if you want me to wake up.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
We'll do that. Josna will bring her book and quill to write some while she's sitting next to Zoria.
What are you writing?
Oh, it's just my journal.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I think that was rude to ask then.
No, don't worry. I don't believe you can read it.
Probably not. I don't speak that many languages.
My parents taught me a language that most people do not know of.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like a secret code then.
You could say so.
Well, the magic you did earlier was pretty scary, not gonna lie.
Oh, Xavier's been forcing me to practice all days. It's a bit dull, to be honest.
So you long-time friends, you and Xavier?
Well, he is a friend of my father, and My father put me to. Well, my father sort of made Xavier my teacher, I guess, even though he can't cast magic like this himself.
Oh,
It's a bit weird. I wouldn't think too much of it.
well, if you ever need another friend other than Xavier, we can be friends.
Of course.
That's pretty cool. I've never had a friend before.
Well, I have plenty of friends in the city, and I'm sure you will. If you are walking around in the city, you will run into them as well.
Probably. I haven't been in the city for long, so haven't been around much.
Oh, I see. Well, I know how to have fun in the city, and I know where to be in the nights. That's my thing.
Well, maybe if we're in the city, you can show me.
Well, I don't see why I couldn't.
Sounds exciting.
Anyway, what's up with your purple hair?
I have no clue. I was born with it.
Oh, that's fun.
It's fun until the other kids start teasing you about it.
Oh, but you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, but I was once.
I'm sure that most people will find it fascinating today.
Probably. That's very nice, I think.
Well, it could be if you want it to be.
Fair enough.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that you could sway one way or another with it.
Probably. I'm excited to see what happens once we get to the city.
All right. I would like one of you, I don't really care who, to roll me a quick d20.
You can do it. No.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it then.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. 17.
Good roll.
17. Okay.
I don't
Well,
think
roll
that's
me-
good in this scenario.
Roll me a
Oh.
d12.
Oh.
1.
1.
Ay, ay. Oh no.
As you two are sitting around conversing, Josanna, what is your passive perception?
10.
Zoria, what is your passive perception?
13.
13. You would hear something rustling about in the bushes nearby. A little bit, about 30 to 40 feet-ish further away from where you guys set up camp. You take a look towards that direction. Give me a perception check.
Yes. 19.
19. You notice what appears to be a disgusting, hideous, half-breed creature-looking thing staring at you from the bushes, poking its head out. It looks humanoid enough, and seems to be pretty savage-ish. Looks like it's waiting for you guys to like go to sleep or something.
Zoria would like kind of reach out on instinct and grab Josana's arm and just kind of clutch it and go, you might want to turn around.
I don't see anything. It's a bit
Not
dark.
even if I pointed out. Oh, you can't see in darkness.
No.
Oh no. Oh, there's a really weird thing back there.
Oh, well, maybe. Hey, people!
I was gonna ask something before you did that, but sure. I was gonna ask whether or not you wanted to interrupt people's sleep,
Yes.
because maybe you
Please.
could discern, you could deal with, like maybe you could discern that you could deal with this thing on your own.
I'm on 2 hit points. I'm not dealing with anything on my own.
Wait,
Fair
so we
enough.
didn't long rest yet? Oh, this is the
No.
first?
No, they didn't long rest yet, and you guys didn't long rest yet. Nobody long rested yet.
Did we get a short rest in the meantime?
If you wanted during like the time of eating and stuff, if you want to burn like hit dice, sure.
I don't need to burn hit dice. I'm just asking for convenience sake.
Yeah, you got a short rest.
We wake up the people. Well, Jocelyn does. She starts screaming.
Okay, Josana yells out loud at the people, and the creature inside bounces out very skittishly and quickly towards Josana. He is now 10 feet away from her, and it's very apparent that this is a half ogre.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Actually, I burn a hit die.
There
Do we all
is-
roll initiative?
All
Yeah,
of you
no,
guys,
just the two of them for the time
all
being.
of you
You
guys
guys,
can
you guys
add
get.
all of
Yeah.
you guys can add a D8 to your temporary hit points from the meal.
Yo, Josana is a chef!
Oh my
Let's
general.
fucking go!
Hey, I'm back to full health. Amazing.
What's going on here?
Can add a D8 to
Nothing.
your-
Josana and Zoria have to roll initiative.
I'm thinking about the chef thing going
Only
on.
them, or are they waking us?
Josana would have to use her action to actually wake you guys up, as yelling is not enough. Most people are faster.
You said a D8. Do we roll the D? Oh no, you rolled it, right? Okay.
Yeah, you all got 5 temporary hit points
Oh, we all got 5.
5 temporary.
from the meal.
The food was
Alright.
so amazing.
So, Josana got 21. Zoria got 11. Let's see what our friend the half ogre gets. I'm not gonna bother changing the music honestly because like it's not really relevant. He got a nice fucking 1. Okay.
Nice.
So it's you also know Zoria half ogre. Alright, Yosan, it's your turn.
Well,
You still have time to decide as to whether or not you want to wake the others up. From your experience, half ogres aren't really intelligent, but they are a big, or more or less a big threat. And this guy's 10 feet away from you.
if it's 10 feet away from me, then I will. Like, can I see it even?
Yes,
Okay.
he's in the campfire right now, basically. Like he's in the light of the campfire.
Like I said, I will try to get people. No, actually, I'll slowly walk. I'll walk forward towards him after pulling out my dagger, and I am kind of sliding the dagger in my palm before trying to stab it.
Alright, roll to hit. Melee sorcerer, boys.
Fuck.
What did you get?
10.
10. 10 sadly does not hit as he is wearing hide armor. So Jocelyn kind of like determined walks up and she's holding like the dagger in her hand and she tries to stab the guy through the hide armor, but like she miscalculates how thick the armor actually is and the stab doesn't go anywhere. He looks down at the stab, back at her, a little dumbfounded that someone as small as her tried to attack him. For reference, these things are pretty big. They're considered large, actually. Next up is Zoria.
Wait, so are people starting to wake up from?
Not yet.
But, like, Josana screaming had an impact.
Made it easier for a follow-up scream to wake them up if you want to, but that would take an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of She looks around, bends down, picks up like what looks like a tiny bug, and says a few words. I'm gonna cast Infestation on the half ogre. So a Constitution saving throw.
Infestation. A con saving throw
Yes.
on a half ogre.
Just do
Alright.
it.
All right.
Don't question me.
I ain't arguing.
I'll roll 1.
I'm pretty sure a 15 would beat your spell save DC.
Yeah.
All right. The half ogre succeeds.
Zora just kind of looks confused down at the bug, back at the ogre. Ah, that doesn't work. That is my turn.
All right. The half ogre, dumbfounded that someone tried to attack him, is going to attack the someone who tried to attack him with the battle axe.
Oh.
It's like an
That
attack
is-
exception.
That is 15. Does 15 beat your AC? Josana?
15 does beat.
15 does beat. All right, let's roll damage. He is not two-handing the battle axe as of right now. 8 points of slashing damage as he brings the axe with one hand down towards the one army tried to stab him with, effectively causing a really, really big wound on the right side of your shoulder, or like your right shoulder or left shoulder, depending on which hand you're using.
Okay, yep.
All right. That brings an end to his turn. He doesn't have more.
Would this amount of damage cause your son to scream loudly enough to wake everybody up by his point?
That's up to her.
I mean, probably.
Okay. She probably screams loud enough for people to wake up. Everyone else, roll initiative.
We are up. Okay, sure.
You hear a very loud scream coming from Josana, followed up by a loud pained scream coming up from Josana this time around.
I got
I got 2.
okay.
Natural 2.
One of the guards is gonna wake up, not everyone else, as the other two are fast asleep and they're good at sleeping. What did everyone get?
Around 18. Our highest is a 22.
That would still be Josana.
No, it would be Esmeray because she got 20.
Oh, Esmeray got 22.
Yeah.
Sick.
Brrr.
So, alright, let's see.
Shit is getting serious, y'all. Let's go.
Alright, back to turn order. I will have to get to fix this. So it goes Esmeray. You know, ironically enough, I think they'll put Esmeray at the end of like this combat encounter, so to speak, because well, she's at the top and we're going down. You know what? No, I'm just gonna give her a turn. That's fine. Who goes after Esmeray? Like outside of
Me.
Josana? Outside
Hakeem.
of Josana.
Hakeem. I'm writing it down right now. I got it.
Okay.
So I got
Alright.
it here.
All right. How does Xavier go after the ogre? The ogre got a 1.
Oh, I got 1. I forgot.
Okay,
Yeah,
1. Okay, I got 2.
Yeah, but
that-
then yeah.
The half ogre is literally on a 1. Like,
This is gonna be very bad for him. Very bad.
man's about to get bombarded from every single direction. Esmeray, it's your turn. You see a half ogre who literally just stuck an axe down Josana's shoulder. Josana looks very much so in pain.
I want to use Eldritch Blast.
You are close enough to actually run up and stab him if you want to.
Oh, okay, then. Okay. Black
Stabbing's
smoke
the name of the
coming-
game, boys.
Would
Black
you like to
smoke
cast
is
perhaps
Ah,
a spell,
okay.
like as a bonus action?
I want to use my double-bladed scimitar.
Yes, we'll get to that. But would you? But like, here's the question: would you like to perhaps cast Hex first to do more damage when you attack?
My what?
Hex. Your
Oh,
spell.
the hex thing. Oh, sure. Okay. Oh, where is it? Inventory, descriptive actions. Where is it?
It's
Hex
and
and-
spell.
Under spells.
Yeah, and the spells.
Spell.
Do you
Next
even
to
take-
actions.
Oh,
I
here
don't think
it
she
is.
needs to click anything when it comes to Hex. Like she doesn't just get Hex.
No.
the-
I rolled a
It
6.
does a 1d6.
Well,
No,
I mean,
no,
you-
you're not supposed to roll it yet.
Okay,
have to
you
roll
need to
Hex
click
first.
cast first, and then let's go through the motions.
Ah.
Yeah, she can't really cast
Ah.
Hex. That's the point. The spell
Why
doesn't
not?
have a cast click. It doesn't. I mean, actually,
yeah,
she
you can
can.
click
I think.
cast and it automatically consumes the spell slot. So
Yeah, fair enough.
should-
Yeah, go ahead and click the cast button, I guess. That's right. First, and
Cast.
after you click
Where's
cast, roll to hit.
Where is that?
It's literally on the left of the spell, like where it says the spell name. On the left of it, it says cast in orange. Or whatever the hell.
Okay, I clicked on it.
Okay,
And I
you have
rolled a
casted the
6.
spell. No, you have to roll to hit first. Like d20 plus whatever the hell your roll to hit is. I think it's a +5.
You know, in actions, you have your attack with your double-bladed scimitar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it says
it's a
hit slash DC.
2d4 plus. Oh, it's a plus
It's a-
5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
well, it
click
says
on
hit plus
click on the
slash
plus
DC.
5.
Just click on the +5.
Eh.
If you were like, if you wanted to, I mean, you don't need it. Sure, never mind. I'm just not gonna go through those that motion. All right. So you hit the attack. Roll damage. Hit the 2d4 plus 3 button. Okay. 5 damage plus the 6 you
Oh.
rolled already. You managed to
Oh.
deal 11 damage to the half ogre.
Hey, let's
Half
go.
ogre is now stabbed really, really hard.
Smacking
is-
that little bitch. Cool.
He is slightly injured.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Half ogres are tanky. I'm assuming you're just gonna choose strength for that. Let's just move on. Okay. Next up, whose turn is it? We already had
The hex, but that should be a charisma modifier.
Jocelyn, it's your turn.
Josana will kind of put one hand on her chest, and she will kind of turn into a small. There will kind of be a small light red aura that comes around her as she casts mage armor.
Mage armor. All right.
And that will be what I'll do for that turn.
All right. You cast mage armor on yourself. Next up, who's next up?
It's me.
Hakeem.
I peeked my head outside of the tent or bedroll that I am in.
You're in a bedroll.
I noticed the imminent danger, and I would like to attempt to hide.
Okay. At where?
Behind the tent.
All right. Roll stealth. The creature is way too busy to actually notice you sprinting about.
Stealth time. 18.
All right. You hide. You feel yourself to be sufficiently hidden.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Sinata.
Right.
There's someone who's
Weird
trying
turn
to
here, because I don't know what's going on. Sonata stands up and is breathing quite heavily now, as if she's quite furious. I'm just gonna take that off. I'm just gonna do that particularly. Oh,
What are you
not
doing?
many. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to grapple against this thing.
Oh wow. Okay. Roll athletics.
Hey, I have a 16.
Swear to God, this is gonna be like the only time you actually manage to beat someone on like a half ogre on a goddamn grapple check because they're hexed on their strength.
I so hope so.
They have to. They straight up. He has disadvantages straight up. Holy,
Yeah, Hex is
Hex is
cool.
powerful.
Nice.
Hex is pretty strong. Hex is literally Hunter's Mark but better. What the? How high did you roll?
16.
Yeah, he beats you on an 18.
Damn it.
On a disadvantage?
Yes.
Nice.
The other one was an at 20. Don't ask questions. I'm confused myself. He is not grappled. He manages to break out of Sinata's grasp. Really pissed off and angry right now. Whose turn is it now? should be, I think, the guard.
Guard.
The guard is going to put himself in between. He's gonna basically grab Jocelyn and shove her back, and put himself straight up behind Sinata and hold an attack action in case this creature tries to proceed forward. The guard seems to be very used to these kinds of ambushes and fights, and normally he looks like he's ready for the thing to run, not to attack. So to speak. Whose turn is it right now? It is Zoria.
Right, Sonata is grappling the thing.
She failed
Hakeem is
on.
hiding. Oh, she failed. How far away is she from me?
From you, she's about 20 feet.
About 20 feet. Where's Josana? Also 20 feet away?
Jocelyn is right next to you. Or no, she's 10 feet away from you. Sorry, not right next.
Okay, but that's okay. I'll just walk up, touch her real quick, and go, "You got this!" And I'll cast guidance on her.
Guidance
Yes.
in combat. That is a new one.
Who are you
You'll
casting
see.
guidance on?
That's
Jocelyn.
Josana.
I thought you cast it on Sonata so she could athletics check even harder next turn.
That's actually a good point. Guidance does not work on attack rolls.
Oh, right, it's ability checks. Oh, never
Yes.
mind then. Well, I can't really do much. You know what I mean,
Alright.
actually.
What do you wanna do? You know.
I'll grab my quarter stuff. You know, we're all trying to hit it. I'll walk up and try and hit it instead.
With a quarterstaff. Alright, roll to it.
Yes.
What's Shillelagh?
I
Shillelagh.
only... No, I don't
No,
have
she doesn't have
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
16?
16 does 16 hit? It does.
Yay.
Bunk.
He takes 4 damage.
Bonk.
Bonk!
Alright. Sora notices that everyone is ganging up on the guy and
Wait,
she,
how far away was that guy from me? Oh no, if I move away, I'll take an
25
opportunity
feet.
of attack. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I'll just stay.
Zoria decides to run up to the guy and give him a bit of a bonk on the shoulder.
Can I put myself in a position where I'm flanking with
I mean,
Sonata?
yes, but that's not gonna do a whole lot since you already landed the attack. But yes.
I know, not for me, but for her.
Yeah. Next up, Xavier.
Xavier's gonna get out of the tent and just like assess the battlefield, sees
You're
the
not in a tent.
What?
You weren't in a tent. You were in a bedroll.
Anyways, yeah, he would just first thing he would see is that Yusana had the big X head on her shoulder. He just like most likely swear under his breath. It's like fucking. She didn't wake me up. He as a bonus action he would cast Healing Word.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing I assume. Let me do that. 4 HP. Okay, as an action he would use Poison Spray. D20 was a con save of 13. So con save.
Why do you guys keep making the fucking?
Because I'm a poisoneer.
And because our characters would know, it's super meta.
Why are you making the half giant make a goddamn? He landed a natural 20. There you go.
Hey. Then yeah, I was just healing.
All right. Did you roll to heal? You healed 4
I did
health.
4 HP.
4 hit points back to Jocelyn. I don't think she even took much damage. She took
She's
like 1 hit point.
Yeah, she's almost full HP.
Yeah, he doesn't care. There's
No,
an
now
X
after the
hit.
heal, she's almost full HP.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. That is going to be the ogre's turn. Noticing how everyone is basically just like walking up, and this is not going to be the easy pickings they expected with two tents.
How tall is the half ogre right now?
He's 5 feet within you, next to you. He is going to straight up bolt out. He's dash actioning out. He doesn't want to be in here anymore. You have an
Everyone?
opportunity attack.
Do I get? I'm flanking with Azoria. Am I getting advantage attack?
Yes, both of you have opportunity attack. It's not advantage. You get a +3.
Do I?
Oh, okay.
Do I also have a flanking then?
No, you were shoved out of the way by the guard.
Oh,
Okay,
Like,
so I have a 17.
like the guard noticed you had an axe plunge in your shoulders. Like, yup, nope, this is not happening, and just
So
pulled
I'm
you
not,
back.
not in range to stab it.
No, you're not. A 14 would hit.
It's a 17 though, because of the flanking. Oh yeah, I need to roll damage. Also, okay, here's and
Wait,
that
he's
is
running?
Yeah,
8
he's
damage.
bolted. Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah, I'll
How is
bonk
it
him with
8?
my
It's
quarter
6.
stuff.
Oh, wait. You didn't specify that, but okay, sure.
I said she got quite furious.
Oh, you're gonna have to specify when you toggle rage
I-
because, like, I'm stupid and I don't pay attention to actual like
That's
physical
fair.
text.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
right to be more
Victoria,
instructive.
roll damage.
Yes. My good quarter stuff with its d6.
So
3
8
damage.
points of damage and 3 points of damage. That will be 11 points of damage. He runs away, bloodied. He is now 80 feet away, jumping in the brush, practically out of the way at this point. He just leaves.
He just
It's not.
leaves.
Yeah, he just leaves. He doesn't want any part of this anymore. He thought he's attacking two poor girls camping out. He realized he's attacking an entire party of people. He just fucking no. He's like,
couldn't
no, this is not
Esmeray
happening.
also hit him again? If she wanted to, really.
I mean, if she wanted to, sure. I completely
Yeah,
forgot she was in
well.
range, actually.
Everyone was in range
Red
except for me
blast!
and Xavier. No, with your scimitar, with your scimitar.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
like just hit the +5 button next to your scimitar. See if that lands.
The same thing as always.
If that lands, she could actually manage to take him down, which is
If it's
gonna
a
be pretty
crit,
sad for
yeah.
them.
17 hits, right?
17 hits. Okay, hit the 2d4 plus thingy, +3, and afterwards hit the +6 on your hex.
It says slap. Oh.
And now
Okay.
you can roll another additional d6.
Yeah, just hit the d6 on the
On your
on the
hex.
hex.
On my hex. Wait, let me just. Spells.
So 2.
12 points of damage. How do you want him to die, Esmeray, as he's trying to bolt out?
How do I want to die?
How do you want him to die?
Oh, okay, okay. So I hit him with my double-bladed scimitar. Like, okay, I didn't describe it, but like around my scimitar, there's smoke, and you know, smoke goes around the half ogre, and it falls underground, and you know.
Alright, so what you guys see is Esmeray kind of like, she walks up with her smoky polearm of two-bladed scimitar, and she spins it around almost like as the creature tries to bolt out, and she spins it around like into the creature's back, and the creature falls on the ground as the smoke seeps into him and then back next to her hand. And that marks combat.
Well, I don't say much. I just, you know, pick up my scimitar and go towards the group.
Alright.
Sonata kind of rubs her eyes very sleepily and takes a very long, deep breath. You don't know. Who screamed?
Who's what?
I heard someone screaming a moment ago.
Oh. I
Yes,
didn't hear
Josina
anything.
screamed because the thing hit her really hard.
Yeah, this is why Xavier would just like come to her. He would not be in a rush to say, but he would like be fast. And he would be a little mad. Why did you not wake me up? And he's just gonna try to attend to her wounds. Should most likely be already cured with the spell.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to have any wounds on her anymore.
Yeah, but he still would like double check.
You double check, no wounds.
Just how many
Wait,
times did I tell you
Xavier
to
was
wake me up
sleeping
before
all the
stuff
time?
happens?
I yelled out before it attacked us.
Well, it didn't turn out to be that bad. You should be good now.
No, it doesn't hurt that much anymore.
Yeah. Well,
My hand's still bleeding, but otherwise it's fine.
I'm just gonna. You're
No,
not
no,
kid
you
anymore.
don't have to. Don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do shit. I'm just gonna pat her on the back. You're not kid anymore. You should handle this.
Alright.
Well, I think that Soria and my guard is now over, and I will now head to bed.
Right. The one guard you guys were talking to earlier, Woodrow, decides to stay up for his watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch as well.
Okay, you join him on his watch. You roll a d20.
Yeah, sure. Just D20?
Yeah, just flat d20.
Not perception?
No. Just flat d20
Okay.
for the time.
D20. 5.
Okay. If you want to chat to the guard, go ahead, by the way.
What?
By the way, in case of anyone's wondering, Hakeem just fell asleep in his hiding place immediately after hiding.
Alright. I said if you want to chat with the guard, go ahead. If you want, just keep it quiet, and you keep it quiet until you go back to sleep. Feel free.